Let's hear the story called Dear God, Thanks for Making Me Special by Annie Fitzgerald and Ken Abraham. Dear God, what do you think? God takes one good look at you and remembers the day God made your fingers and toes, chose your height and your hair color, put in your own little personality, and smiled at the you God had created. If you had put that much thought and love into something you had made, wouldn't you think it was extra special? That's how God feels about you. Psalm chapter 17 verse 8 says, "Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings." Dear God, you should have asked me first if I wanted freckles. Freckles, long eyelashes, dimpled cheeks, curly hair. These are the things that set you apart, that make you like no one else in the whole wide world. Even if you could trade them in on something else, maybe in a different color or shape, you wouldn't look like yourself anymore. And being yourself is the greatest way to say, "Thanks, God, for making me." Psalm chapter 139 verse 14 says, "I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Dear God, thanks for making me special. Everybody has things they can't do very well, like climbing a rope at the playground, doing tricks with a yo-yo, or drawing decent-looking hands in a picture. But it's a lot easier to be mad about the things you can't do than to thank God for the things you can. With a little work, you can get better at some of that stuff. With a thankful heart, you can be your best at everything. Philippians chapter 4 verse 11 says, "For I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content." Dear God, Mom says I'm an angel. Does that mean I can fly? No, you're joking, right? It doesn't mean you can fly, but it does mean something that ought to make you feel 100 feet high. Someone wakes up in the night to be sure your legs are still under the blankets. Someone cuddles you close and promises to keep you safe. Someone loves you even when you break the rules. You are one loved little person. Matthew chapter 23 verse 37 says, "How often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gather her chickens under her wings." Dear God, I'm tired of sitting on the side. You're going to feel left out sometimes. Everyone does. You'll get mad when something doesn't go your way. You'll feel like quitting when something gets too tough. The job of being you can be hard when you're all alone. But you're not really ever alone because God is always with you. And the times you feel the worst are the times you can know God the best. Psalm chapter 73 verse 28 says, "But it is good for me to draw near to God. I have put my trust in the Lord God." Dear God, this is sounding better all the time. God has given you the talent to do a few special things very well. Maybe it's making music on your keyboard, or thinking up clever stories, or knocking a ball over everybody's head. None of those things make you better than anybody else. Other people have their own list of abilities, but yours are a gift from God, and using them well is your gift to God. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 10 says, "Whatsoever thy hand find to do, do it with thy might." Dear God, I think I'll dress up today, just in case you've got something special in mind. Every morning when you push the covers back, you're ripping the wrapper off a shiny new present, a day not quite like any you've ever lived before, or like any you'll live again. Somehow, God never gets tired of watching the sun come up, seeing the flowers drip with dew, or giving you a day like today, full of all new things for you to do, to learn, to enjoy. Joshua chapter 23 verse 8 says, "But cleave unto the Lord your God, as ye have done unto this day." The end.